Meet the Woodland Folk by Tony Wolfe. The Spring Party. Ah, the Spring Party. None of the Woodland Folk want to miss that. The Spring Party, with Black Rat conducting the Bumblebee Cricket and Grasshopper Orchestra under a cloudless starry sky and a barrel full to the brim with sweet raspberry syrup. Miss this party? Not likely. The party starts, however, with a loud ouch that echoes all through the wood. "Whatever's happened?" Tortoise asks Crow. "What do you think it is?" Crow replies. Hedgehog has hammered his paw, nailing up the notice, just like he does every year. Which is exactly what did happen. Nobody pays much attention to it now, not even Hedgehog himself. All the Woodland Folk have come to the party, but this year there's a stranger, a frog. Nobody knows who he is, where he's come from, or where he's going, but he's made welcome all the same. Shrew says to him, "You see, now that the band has played the pancake song, the dancing starts." "What's a pancake got to do with your party?" asked the frog. "I don't know. Nobody knows. It's just a song we like." That, of course, is the secret to woodland dwellers. Never ask too many questions. Life is difficult enough as it is. Badger, for example, points out on the calendar that the first day of spring is tomorrow, not today. Do you know what Bear Cub and Fox say to him? "Dear Badger, you could throw a party any day." Now they've started to dance. Frog has asked Magpie to dance. "Oh, thank you. I was so afraid Hedgehog was going to ask me. Can you imagine what it would be like with all those prickles?" Squirrel hands round the raspberry drink. Water Rat offers the cakes, and all around there's a great hustle and bustle and much chattering. The band is playing and everyone is happy. Well, to tell the truth, there is one scowling face. It's Crow's. His bowler hat is crammed over his eyes and his wings are folded behind his back. He feels things are not going as they should. "Craw, craw, I say. I say again, craw. These parties are silly," he grumbles. "Why not enough have a summer party or a mid-autumn one? I don't like it. I'm not enjoying myself. I should have stayed at home. Here, you two," he exclaims, turning to Beaver and Marmot. "What are you laughing at?" "Who, us? We're not laughing at all." They laugh so much their sides ache. And do you know why? Because Beaver had just asked Marmot, "Why does Crow never take off his bowler hat?" "Don't you know?" Marmot had replied. "He's got a bald head." Poor old grumpy Crow with his bald head. He complains he's bored at the party, but really he's having the time of his life. And when the party's over and everyone has gone to bed in their nests and dens, tired, happy, and contented, there he is, clearing up and taking away the rubbish. And as he does this, he mutters to himself, "What a fun spring party this was. I have had such a marvelous time. But craw, craw, I say, and repeat, craw. The wood must be all clean and tidy for tomorrow. Otherwise, what would the flowers say?" The Pea Pod Competition. Peas. The two hedgehog brothers love them. They rise early in the morning, when the birds are still fast asleep and the wood is silent and bathed in dew, and go to search for peas. Maybe they'll even stay out till dusk, but when they do come home, they have huge loads of green pods on their backs. What a joy it is to split them open in the evening. The pods pop with a loud crack, and the smell of fresh peas floats in the air. What a lovely smell. I'd love to gobble them all, sighs one of the brothers. But the other, the wiser one, shakes his head. "No, they're going into the barrels for salting. Just one or two, please." "No, we have to think of winter, when there aren't any fresh vegetables." As they work at filling the barrels, one of them says, "Do you know, it's a shame to throw away the pods." "Yes, it is, but what can we do with them? You can't eat them." "Well, I'm sure they can be used for something. Look, why don't we hold a competition? The person that suggests the best use for pea pods will be the winner of, of a barrel of salted peas." The news spreads quickly, and the next day everyone arrives with plenty of ideas. Frog says we could paint a crest on each pod and have a canoe race. Cricket says, "I suggest the pods be slung between two branches and used as hammocks. What a lovely snooze I could have." Ladybird suggests that the pea pod filled with water would make a bathtub. Spider says, "I'd use them as fly traps," but the others are horrified at the idea and tell him so. Spider goes off into a corner, into a huff. Why not use the pot as a cradle, says the Mouse Sisters, all speaking at once as usual. There's certainly no lack of ideas, and a discussion is still going on when up dashes Squirrel. Listen, folks, he squeals. Come and see what the ants are doing. They all rush to the stream, and when they get there, they stare in amazement. For the ants have lashed together the pea pods, together in pairs like boats, and anchored them to the bottom of the stream. Well, Frog did that, actually. Then they laid long, sturdy stems of grass, all trimmed to the same length, across the pairs of pods. This was hard work and dangerous, too, for they ran the risk of falling into the water. However, a rescue squad was standing by armed with a lifebelt. An hour or two later, a bridge was spanning the stream. Now folk will no longer have to cross by the stepping stones and get their feet wet. This is a splendid piece of work, Beaver exclaims, and he knows a thing or two about building bridges because it's his job. Frog says, Dear Mrs. Mouse, would you like to cross the river first? Would you like to declare the bridge open? The three sisters ask hesitantly, declare the bridge open? Oh, don't be alarmed, it's perfectly safe. This bridge could take an elephant. A very tiny elephant, of course. Come on, urge the hedgehogs. So the three Mouse Sisters pluck up the courage and timidly set foot on the bridge. But they soon feel quite brave and walk firmly across, while the ants clap and shout, Hooray! Everyone agrees that the ants have won. So with great pomp and ceremony, they are awarded the prize for best use of pea pods. But Frog hasn't finished yet. I don't care about the prize, he says. Anyway, I loathe salted peas. And now, he mutters as he reaches for his paints and brush, I'll paint the crest on the remaining pods. And here's to the canoe racing on the stream.